Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing an investment video, which I'm super pumped and excited for. We're going to invest anywhere from obviously $1 up to probably like 8,000 is what I'm feeling today. I did a challenge that said however many likes this post gets, I'll invest as much, but only got a couple of likes, so it's only a couple $1,000s. So I was like, nah, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. We are better than that. Let's do it. So we're gonna do a couple thousand. If you see at the top, I have some tabs open. I've got Amazon, Berkshire, Apple, and those are some things that I'm potentially going to be investing in today. But before you go anywhere, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it. And if you like this kind of content, it's the best way to get notified of, we have something new, right? But we do a lot of different things at the channel, from we built a PC to I got 20 and 0 in CSGO. We also did some other gameplays, some vlogs, and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's get into this investment video. Alright, so first things first. We've got Apple at about $169, and it's going down, which I like, because I like buying things on sale. Berkshire is about $319, going down about $4, $4, 1.31%. And Amazon is also down. So let's get a calculator up, shall we? So free online calculator. All right. So let's see what we got here. So if I did one Amazon, that's 3,000. And if I did an Apple and a Berkshire, 3, 4, 5, 6, $3,700. We could do better than that. But the real question is, do we want to get an Amazon? What do we want to get? Well, before we, buy anything, let's look at the finances of the company. So let's look at their earnings. They beat their earnings. They met their earnings, and the earnings are supposed to go up to that. I know for a fact they're not going to hit earnings. There's no way. Let's look at their finances. Okay, so revenue 265, made 59, 260, 55, 270, 57, 360 because everybody's getting laptops because of COVID and stuff. Let's click on that. Let's look a little bit more in depth into it, right? Let's look at their cash flow. Operating cash of 104, investing, financing, and income, interest, capital expenditures, insurance of debt, free cash flow. So Apple's definitely a buy. So we'll get to that of how many we want to buy. Berkshire, let's look at theirs. Missed. They're just really bad at. Okay. Let's look at their finances, please. Annual. So we've got a 240, 44, 250, only 4. Okay. Let's look at the. I don't really care about price. And then Amazon. Amazon is where I'm worried. This is what worries me. I'm gonna buy Apple and I'm gonna buy Berkshire. I understand that. I've got that, right? But this is what worries me. So, estimate of 7, actual 14, 9. So again, they don't know what the heck they're going on for earnings. Got it. But the finances, look, they made $177 billion and they only made $3 billion profit. And then they went up to $10 billion. And then $11 billion. But look at the revenue differences to make said money. 177 to 3, 232 to 10, 280 to only $2 billion more. No, $1.5 billion more. And then 386 billion, and they only made 20 billion. Like, ugh. Let's look at their days range, 52-week range. It's got me a little weary. Okay. Should we look up Google? We could do like an index fund. I think it's the I don't even know. We're here, duh. The S&P 500. Let's look at that. So the S&P 500 is down $83, which is almost 2%. Open volume 52-week range. It's really high right now. And if you guys that don't know, the S&P 500 is literally like 502 different companies altogether. I'll show you that real quick. So S&P 500 all companies. So the S&P 500 right here, and their weight. So Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, yada 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 yada. It are listed from the largest to smallest. 70 to 80% of the U.S. total stock market. It's commonly used for benchmarking stock portfolio performance, which is good because you have some that are doing really well and some that are not doing really well. My problem with this is it's just not ideal, right? Like, for example, I would not buy Tesla at all. I wouldn't want it in my portfolio at all. But it's the fourth one and it has a huge weight, a weight of 2. Apple, a weight of 6. It just doesn't make sense. And it's got some great ones, like basically the ones at the top. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google, Nvidia, Berkshire B, great. Has some not so great ones like Tesla, AT&T, super slow. But I think we might buy one just to have, say we have we have one, which is a very bad reason, so maybe we won't. But I'll tell you what, if we did, that's 4.5 and an Amazon, I don't think we do index fund because I don't believe in half of the companies in there. So let's start out with this. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to buy an Amazon stock, okay? And we'll do that with you. I want to do search Amazon right here. Got some text messages. All right. Buy. Actually, I think Amazon's overpriced, so I probably wouldn't buy it. But let's just do market. Good for day. Preview the order. Place the order. Boom. We now have an Amazon stock. Boom. So now we have Apple and we have Berkshire B. We could potentially get a Google stock. I'm pretty happy with Goog. We have another 4,800 to spend that I have just loaded up here. So let's do. They're down $62. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll buy that. We'll buy Goog. Le Goog. Market. Buy a Goog. A Google stock. Now we've got 2,000 still in purchasing power. Of money that I have still in said account, okay? Obviously there's some stock that I own, right? I don't really want to get any more of them. I need to diversify more, because I have a lot of eggs in a few baskets, but diversifying is how you lose. So I'm also being very smart on what I buy and how much I buy and when I buy it, right? So I've got $2,000. I think I'm going to do 1,000 in Apple, 1 Berkshire B, and then I just hold the rest, which means I've invested $7,000 in this video, and I have more. I think I'm going to do, if this video gets enough likes, and people like to see this kind of content, I'll probably do another 10,000 either next week or whenever these videos start picking up in views. On this channel, we try to do everything. We do gaming, we do finance, we do some self-motivation stuff, we do unboxings, we do tech, we do literally everything. We are the all-encompassing solution, but I need people to like the videos to see, what people like to see the most of. If you want me to tailor more towards some reactions and some gameplay, and maybe a little less finance, but still have some finance, or do more finance and a little less gameplay, right? So I would love your guys' feedback. But without further ado, let's go buy, I think it's BRK, Berk B. Berk A is too expensive. It's actually underpriced, if we're being honest, but I can't afford a Berk A, at least as of right now. and I'm very upfront with that. I'll show you the price of Burke A in just a second. So let's just buy one. Good for the day. Market price right now. Yep, place the order. All right, we'll go back here. We've got 1,700 left, and I'm going to do 1,000 in Apple. But first, let me show you Burke A. This is why BRK, Burke A. If you look, it is $479,000 for one share. So that's a not happening for me. Let me pay off the house first. Get a better return. All right, so that's Burke A. I wanted to do Apple. PPL. Apple. Let's say APL technically, but it's down 2%. It's actually at a higher than I would want right now, if we're being honest. I purchased this at 149. Price estimate about 157. Market says about 9%. I feel like that's pretty accurate. So percentage of stock, iPhone, services, Apple Watch, Mac. That's the way that they break it down. Does that mean it's overpriced? Yeah. I also believe that it's slightly overpriced, but it is a big section of the sector. So we're going to buy. And then we're going to do calculate. We want to spend $1,000, so we get 5.89 shares, aka 5 shares. Market, good for the day. Preview the order, $850, and we press buy. Boom. We now have spent $7,000. We still have about $1,000 here available in purchasing power, and that's not including anything that is, in any other accounts or anything that I've moved over. But that is what I've got here. Let's just take a quick look while we're here at my portfolio, why I did it, and then we'll end the video. All right. So first things first. GSIT, just ignore it. It's something that I was like $4. I bought it, and it was like, if it goes to the moon, it's a gamble. It's the one thing that I've gambled on. NVIDIA, I bought it at, actually, let's go to my portfolio. Let's look at that. That's a little bit of a view. All right, here we go. All right. So, Apple, last price was $169, price paid of $160. I do have a couple of shares. See, I have 8 shares now, right? I bought 5. So I had 3 shares, and I paid $149 for it. So that's why I've got a total gain of $70 at 5%. Amazon, I've got 1 share now. Aetha is the gamble that I gambled. Baba, I've got last price of $129. Price paid $140. And I got 56 shares, so that's $7,000 in Baba. I actually just sold some Alibaba stock off. I didn't want to, but I need to, balance myself out a little bit more. Berkshire B, I only own 2 shares. And it's at 302 is the price paid average, so I got it for a lot less than what it was now, probably like $20 less, right? Disney, 176 is what I paid. It's at 150, so I lost money on that. Ford, last price of 24, I paid $14. So I've got about a 67% gain on that, which is great. Goog, I just bought the Goog. GSIT is a technology company that if it goes up, great. I only bought $5, $20, you know what I mean? Intel, I own 30 shares of Intel. I think Intel's going to go way up, especially due to the price. AMD's overpriced right now. JD.com is my other Amazon of China kind of Baba competitor, so I have both of them. I have NVIDIA. I paid $193. It's at $260 due to the graphics card shortages. Starbucks was a misbuy for me. It's at $100, and I paid $122. I bought when it hit its all-time high. Misplay by me. I own 1 UPS. I want to sell it when it gets to, I just make even money. The stock right now isn't great. Vail, I'm pretty happy about. I've gained quite a bit off of Vail. I looked at the finances and it just made sense. And then WBA, which is Walgreens. Everybody needs their drugs, so that's why I have that. But anyways, that's kind of my portfolio, what I've got. I'm going to keep adding on to it on things that I see fit that are valuable and take away things that are not. For example, Apple, Amazon, Baba, Berkshire, Ford, Goog, Intel, Walgreens are going to stay. And then I'm eventually going to sell off, and Vail. I'm going to sell off Starbucks, I'm going to sell off NVIDIA, sell off JD, sell off GSIT, probably sell off Ford here eventually pretty soon as well, and Aetha, which is a medicine for Alzheimer's. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. Drop a like if you like these kind of videos, and thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one.